Okay, hello again. It is update number 4. Well, I'm filming this on a Wednesday, but it'll be released on a Friday. I'm having to change my schedule so that it's not so frantic. Last week, I kind of put it off a little bit, and I was just a bit unorganized, which has generally been a theme these past week or so. I really feel like I've gotten quite comfortable here, which is, to the testament of Adrian, which was Ian's brother. He's made us feel quite comfortable, so I think I have slipped into a comfort zone, which has not helped with trying to get things moving, coupled with waiting for certain things. But I've got a tax ID now, which is similar to a national insurance number-ish, and so I've updated my new bank. It's little wooden cards. It's very cool. Although they're a bit flimsy, so I'm a little bit worried about breaking them. But very nice. Tomorrow's like a very eco kind of bank. On the app, it kind of tells you like, oh, you've saved X amount of trees, and like I've got one of the bank accounts that I've taken with them, neutralizes my carbon footprint and all this kind of stuff. And yeah, it's all very cool, sustainable, eco, and definitely something I'm in for. I was with a bank in England called Triodos, which were also a very eco bank, but they are available in Germany. But the banking system's a bit different here. Like in England, you could, whatever your card was, you could, use it in whatever ATM cash point that you wanted to. But here it's a little bit different. So obviously you can't use all your cards everywhere for free. Obviously, if you go to a cash point that belongs to your bank, you can use it for free. But obviously, if you use your card with a different bank's cash point, then it might cost you some money. So it's new to me. Walking into town. We have some errands to do. Sending mum a birthday card. Happy birthday, mum. Sunday, I believe. Coming up, we've got, to create our CVs, looking for work. CVs and applications work a bit differently here in Germany, it seems. So, don't have to include a photo of yourself. Need your references, like written out. Whereas obviously in England, you kind of say, oh, references available upon request. And then you let the companies hash it out. You company, contact them company. I'm not a part of it. But here, obviously, you provide that with your application. So that's something we need to get sorted. I mean, CVs, never fun. But I'm going to try and make it fun. I'm going to try and make it my own. Do something a bit different. Not just like the plain paper and text kind of thing. But, make it a bit more unique, a bit more personalised. I mean, it might be a bit over the top. But if you're going to do something boring, why? Why does it need to be boring? It doesn't matter if the CV is better than it needs to be. It's just about kind of doing something that's normally unenjoyable, but making it enjoyable. Yeah, one thing I want to start doing more is more meditation. Sounds a bit cliche, but I've done it, the last couple of days, and it's been quite good. Waking up in the morning, and as well, I think it helps, like starting putting things in which give your life a bit more structure. Which, like I've said, I've lost it. Being unemployed at the moment, there's not really much to center your life around. Been watching these videos from a YouTuber who talks about ADHD a lot, and it's not something I got the opportunity to be diagnosed with. It's something I've suspected. I tried to get diagnosed by a psychiatrist back in England, but obviously it didn't work out with when we were moving to Germany, so it never happened. So I don't know if I have it. I suspect I might, but ultimately it doesn't really matter too much, because whether I do or don't have it, my mind works in a certain way. I need to work with that in whatever way that my mind works. I need to work to my own brain strength, essentially. So it doesn't matter if I have it or not. I'm not gonna sit here and diminish the experience of people who do genuinely have it by, claiming I have it when I clearly don't know. Self-diagnosed is not a way to go about things. I need to work with what I've got, and a lot of this stuff kind of rings true. What this this lady talks about, and just doing bullet journals and all this kind of stuff, and not sticking to neurotypical ways of organizing your life, because they can seem quite fun and interesting at first, but then bossy and overwhelming after a while, and it definitely rings true a lot. So I'm going to employ a lot of these methods that are meant for people with ADHD and see if they work, because hopefully I can kind of get a bit more of a grip of things, because a lot of things just exist all in my mind, and it's difficult to kind of clump them together, and so it seems like there's more than there actually is a lot of the time, and that obviously includes working time into my day for things like meditation, exercise, doing, even just having fun. It's nice to sit and enjoy your time without worrying that you've not made time for the important things. You don't have to stress when you're having fun. Obviously you enjoy having fun, but then sometimes that fun is ruined by stress and worry. But this should hopefully, having something to organize my time makes it so that your free time isn't ruined.
I did record a little bit where I unboxed a little notepad, but the GoPro, I recorded it on the SD card, it buggered up, so I have to format it, and I had to delete all the media. So I had some stuff on there which I was going to put into the video for today, but fate had other ideas, so I'll do a short one now. Yeah, so it's a cool little notepad for bullet journaling. That's all in German. But here we go, we have the index, and here is obviously where you anyone who's familiar with bullet journaling, so you've got things where, tasks that you push forward, tasks that you push back, things that have been completed, and all this kind of stuff. And this allows you to keep track of your life. If a typical journal doesn't really work for you, this is much more kind of fluid. So you have your index, so you'll put things like, you'll do something on this page, on page number 10, and let's say that's where you plan out your day or a particular week, and so you put it here in the index, and then perhaps maybe on page 14 you just start maybe writing down some notes for an idea that you had, and that's where you put it. And so things don't have to be so coherent, but you've got a track of all things that you've put in. So obviously this doesn't need to be, segmented properly and all, pages 1 to 5 of this. It can be that, but then also you have the freedom to just mix it up. But then you put it in here in your index so you can always find it. So it's pretty cool. And a guter Punkt.
It's getting colder now. It's late August. I guess that's to be expected. But I've noticed it in the mornings, more so, getting quite chilly. And I'm kind of looking forward to the winter. I had such a great Christmas last time, even though it was locked down. Ina and I, it was our first Christmas where we didn't go anywhere, for obvious reasons. So it was nice to just kind of stay, just stay in one place and just enjoy the time and the cold weather, and as well, because it was the first Christmas being vegan. So we made this delicious Christmas dinner, bellissimo. So yeah, and I think there's just a magic about cold weather. I've just realised that I just enjoy cold weather. I used to not think that I did. I used to think, I'm definitely a hot weather person. There is something to be enjoyed about just temperate weather where you don't have to be cold or too warm. Obviously, that's the perfect temperature. But I think I enjoy the colder spectrum of weather than I do the hotter spectrum of weather. I don't know what else to talk about. I think that's pretty much it. Right, well, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate the time. I know everyone has busy days, things to do, so it's nice that you check in on me. Thank you very much. I've got a new Twitter. Not that I'm probably going to use it. I'll probably give up on it pretty quickly. I'm not a huge fan. Lorenzo DeLink is the Twitter handle. So yeah, thank you.